Like, somebody need to tell me why that story had to be in the Bible. Do you ever get to the point in life where you're just like, F it? What is the point? What are we doing here?
And what are you looking for in the next man?
Pardon?
What are you looking for in a man now to wear this cologne?
I'm not looking for a man. Let's start there.
With all the stuff going on right now in the world, it's like, what is the end goal for all of this? Like, what is the point and the purpose? Like, people running around talking about being Christians, talking about being religious, all this and that and the third. But
one of the most challenging relationship types I have seen is where the woman is ahead of the man.
then using that to oppress other people, to take away women's rights.
Because in every way, men are meant to be ahead.
To essentially create some kind of over control for what they're perceiving to be like a loss of control, which all of us just want equality as far as like women, feminists, anybody that is an underrepresented party.
But men are wired such that they have an ego. They have an ego inside them. When you get married, any single thing that happens, is it because you think you are a graduate? And he begins to exert his authority physically. He begins to look for how to fill the vacuum and the difference by harassment, by oppression, to show you he is the man.
And I'm just thinking, like, you know, especially black women, we go along so much, we acquiesce so much, we take on so many burdens with really nothing back, really no thank yous, really no accolades, really no reciprocation for the most part.
His inadequacy and deficiency, he's beginning to release it in other ways and make life unbearable for you. Is it because you think you come from a rich family? Is it because you think you have a car? Or is it because you think you are this and you think you are that? Let him try and marry somebody that can respect him without force, without fight. Am I communicating at all? I am talking to you from over almost 30 years of counseling marriages and close to about 28 years of being married. That's what I'm talking from, not theory.
Anecdotal at best, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. There is an expectation of black women to take a back seat in order for men to somehow, some way, at some point figure out their footing, and we are not supposed to progress the culture on our side. We're supposed to sit and wait and wait and wait. And it doesn't matter about the destruction of the community. It's just we don't need to be out there trying to help anybody. We just need to sit back, which is totally ludicrous.
The young black man is not going to take it. He's going to be out there as a leader.
White America has used black women to keep the black male in his place. And you're still aiding them by saying, well, we are qualified, we want to work, we can help.
Collectively, as black people, we know at this point we are the class that needs the most, help in order to create generational wealth, start to create some kind of momentum, start to create some kind of structure, some kind of culture that we would like to have. Imagine the other half of your culture saying, oh, actually, we don't want y'all to help. Actually, we're kind of good. Even though we're not saying fault of theirs, but I'm saying even though they're highly incarcerated, they're being taken off the streets every single day. Imagine them saying,
oh yeah, we don't want y'all help.
like, seriously, where do you go with that? Especially when, we already had to fight to be part of the Black Panthers, and then we ended up beasting it, right? For the betterment and the future of our people. I feel like mostly black women have always been concerned about that. Not saying black men haven't, but I'm saying black women really took that movement and was like, yes, we're doing this, we're doing that. So I just don't understand how, if we're both oppressed, how they believe that they're going to be able to do this like on their own, especially when women are just utilizing their skills. If we're the most educated, if we are financially getting well off, why would that not be a skill set that you would say, hey, yeah, we might need to join with them? Like, what are they doing? We need to start doing that. We need to start educating each other. We need to start taking our, you know what I'm saying, dignity back, our individuality and our independence back. Like, I don't understand why that wouldn't be a plus. And we're not talking about, you know, you going to somebody's house, staying with them, and them paying for everything for you. No, we're talking about collectively. I don't understand how that's a bad thing. I really don't. And at some point, you just get to the point where you're just like, and why am I doing all of this? Like, what's the point? Like, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I've never been religious like that. But recently, I've been delving into religion more, and I'm just starting to realize all these religions are the same. The ones that I've come across, except Buddhism, that's the one I kind of align with the most. But also Buddhism, they don't believe in like a God. They believe in Buddha and, you know, the road to enlightenment or the journey to enlightenment. I might be saying that wrong. So I was like aligned with that because I felt like a lot of my values were similar to that. But then when I'm really starting to peel back the layers of like Christianity, now I ain't gonna lie, I've not read the Bible just because I'm not finna do that. I can't get past the story of Lot and his daughters, and I have yet to find anybody that is Christian that can explain to me, first of all, why that needed to be in there, and secondly, what was the purpose of that story. Like, we have to be real about it. Christianity was used to control the masses, especially when we were brought over here. That was used to keep us from rebelling in mass numbers. There's verses in there that talk about how you need to be a good slave to your master, and even, you know, and he'll treat you right, basically. Or even if he don't treat you right, you should still be a good slave because he knows not what he does, and you will get to the promised land if you're a good slave. Now, please tell me how I'm supposed to believe in something like that. I'll wait. That doesn't even make sense. Now, the God part about, you know, a higher power gives us an explanation as to why we're here. Okay, cool. I can get jiggy with that. But there's so much in there that's problematic. You'll question everything. I recently heard somebody say all atheists are Christians that know the Bible. So basically, any Christian that actually starts to really read the Bible will soon become an atheist because they will understand that none of this really makes sense. And if the God in the Bible is the God that we serve, that's a little problematic. And are we seeing that if you're Christian, you follow the Bible, but yet there's all kinds of justifications, or, oh, what meant like that, or, oh, you taking it too literally? Like, no, not really. Like, if this is the word, this is the holy book. And I just thought about this. If the Bible is a holy book, why is it on sale at Walmart for $15, $20 at the KJV store? Like, be for real. And y'all going by it, and y'all have like indoctrinated people or beat people over the head with it since they was children. Like, you can't start saying like, oh, he didn't mean it like that. How you know? How you know what that man meant? You was not beside him when he wrote that, and apparently the people that was beside him that wrote it, y'all don't even believe them either. So what are we talking about? People are just gonna rewrite the Bible whenever they see fit, whenever it doesn't make sense to them, instead of saying like, why is that even in there? Like, is this really? Because I ain't gonna lie, I've been watching atheist videos and all of that. I've been watching a lot of Mind Shift, and it's really got me thinking, like, more towards like agnostic, or I don't even want to say atheism because that's so shunned within the black community. That's really what I wanted to talk about. How much of a box you are in when you're in the black community, and how much women have to live inside this box while being talked about. So just for example, we all know how black culture kind of started, at least the free black culture, right? With the crack epidemic, with drugs just infiltrating our communities, which I think is a big reason why we are where we're at now.
We will see large numbers of poor people, and specifically blacks, going to jail and to prison, and they will not have a chance.
In the early 1980s, the nation's slogan was clear:
just say no.
Crack now has spread to almost every American city.
Oh, man. Childhood trauma. I was born in the 80s, so, I'm a crack baby. Me and my brother, we was left alone in the crack house for 2 weeks. So I always had to fend for myself, you know what I mean? I'm 2 years old. Me and my brother walking to the store stealing Swiss rolls, quarter juice he was 4 hours too, so he had a sense like, we here by ourselves, we gotta eat. Once word got out that we was being left alone, my daddy mama got custody of us, and she just raised me, my brother, my cousin, like the whole block, and we all joined the gang.
And rap, but that's a whole nother story. So black women have been typecast as like mothers. They've been typecast as the women that, have to have it all together, the soft home landing for men that come out of jail. What else? We're just the ones that take care of everything, right? So you're expected to do that. Like black women can't have no standards. Like, you have to deal with the bottom of the barrel or be open to it. And then also though, if you get with somebody that's well off or whatever, they're gonna act like you're a sellout. They'll act like you don't want to help your community. You all kinds of, don't let it be somebody that's not black, because that's gonna be a whole nother topic right there.